Welcome back, and today what we're doing is we're going to be doing level 2, or some level 2s of the Keystones. Now I did restock on a number of the level 1s, but we're going to go up to the level 2 for this video. We have one that's 665 kbp there, 740 kbp, and 790 bp. Oh, this one's a 765 bp. So apparently these are not the same, and yeah, they have different bosses. This has the Scorched Devourer, which is the easier of the two, so it seems like this would be up to 690 for difficulty, maybe. Yeah, but we're gonna start with the purple one, and if the big thing here is you have to read these, and I know I didn't read a whole lot of them in the level 1s. That's mainly because the level 1s were quite easy for me. But so this is spawns ghoul hounds, fast moving at position 2. So that means they're going to be coming down here to attack this top row. We need a way to deal with that. And reduces damage taken by 15%. So we're going to do more damage and need to deal with swarms. So that's the big thing here. I'm going to be using this team. This is not a required team, as you can see. Oh, well, I like that. Nice even. Let's not click on that because this looks better. Nice even 1 mil. This is not a requirement for this team. This is major overkill for this. This is more or less just showing what content is in it, not necessarily the obtainability of said content. So let's go ahead and get into it, and get a little bit of lag. Apparently it's weird. All right, so we're in this now. I do know that the ghouls are going to be spawning up here, the ghoul hounds, but it looks like we're going to have people coming down here first. This is generally how I do the placements. We will go ahead and put Talon right here. That way she can be a bear. And then we will put her back here, and okay, cool, we got a kill off. Let's go ahead and get her some healing down because she was getting kind of low. We will go ahead and put Arrogance right here and Tordor in front of them because they're the ones getting people now. There we go, that's nice and easy now. Ghoul hounds are coming out now, so we'll go ahead and put Nestia down. And next up we will put Ymir probably right here next to Talon, and then yeah, we'll put Ymir here to help support here, and we will put Broke here behind Talon, and then we can put Silas right here. And that's going to be how we do this team. That's how we're going to have everything up. Hopefully it works out well. We got the ghoul hounds. The ghoul hounds aren't actually moving as fast as I was expecting. I was expecting the ones like in GVG that just run. Oh, and it looks like we are not going to be able to put Silas down because we hit the limit of units that we can put down. But that's not that big of a deal. This looks like it's going to be about this, so what I'll do is I will cut out the boring part for you guys and come back whenever anything interesting happens. Alright, and we are coming up on the boss stage now. Looks like the boss is spawning up at the top, so we will see how that goes. This should go pretty quick. We'll go ahead and ult with Ymir now. We'll go ahead and ult with her and Talon, and boss will die once, revive, and then die again. Because, yeah, it's not very powerful. It's only we're only at level 2. So that's the boss. I'll come back to you at the end when we finish up and get the rewards. Should only be about another minute. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, and we are killing off the last couple of units here. and then we will see the rewards. Doesn't look like we're getting very much from this one, so that is a little disappointing for the first one, but it could be worse. 1 gold, 3 purple, 4 blue. Let's see what we get. We got 6 of these. Okay, 6 of these advanced augmentations, so this does just a bit more for the artifacts, so that's good. Got a summon crystal. Yeah, we got a couple good things here. All right, so now we can go up to the gold one, which should be a little bit more difficult. And let's see. So these little checkpoints here. Golden Guard spawn, or Golden Guard collision spawns at position 3. So that means they'll be coming down to attack Torador down here. What they'll do is they're the guys from Gear Raid 2 that run in, slam against your tank, and then deal massive amount of damage to themselves and the tank. Looks like enemy HP is increased by 20%, so more damage is going to be needed. And for 10 seconds after the first revival, the Scorched Destroyer cannot be blocked. So that makes it so that he's really got to be bursted down. Okay, so with that in mind, I can't really move everybody up. We're gonna place everybody down. We're gonna see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I will put Silas down if need be. So let's do, well, actually we're not gonna do like we normally do. We're gonna put Torador down first because the Golden Guards come right out the gate. And then we will put Ardea down, and then a healer, and now we should be good to go. And let's go ahead and put him down. All right, and now let's put Talon down. Instead of Nistia this time, we're gonna put Silas up here just to see if it works out a little bit better. Silas does a ton of damage, so it may work out better. So I will come back to you after all the placements are done, or when something interesting spawns. So I'll be right back with you. All right, so we got all the placements down. It looks like we're just going to be doing these waves currently. Doesn't look too difficult. I won't bore you with just the endless waves of enemies. I will come back to you when the boss spawns, which looks like it'll be the end, or if any special mob or something spawns. We see how these guys are acting. They just come in, slam against the tank, and then die. So no need to keep you around just to see that endlessly. So I'll be right back with you guys as soon as we either get to the boss or something interesting happens. Alright, so we have the boss spawning here. He's spawning down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Silas's ult to help clean these guys up a little bit. And now I'm going to pull him up. I'm going to put Nistia down here just to help out with the boss, because for 10 seconds after the invincibility, he cannot be blocked, which means we're going to have some issues here. We need to do a ton of damage real quick. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and X out of that, because if you X out, you don't lose the rune. And this was a long, excruciating rune. I'm not going to let the boss give it away with that much health left. And honestly, this is kind of crappy rewards. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and we're starting back up into the game, and you'll get to see here, now that we know that boss spawns on the bottom there, we can better prepare. All right, so you'll see that the rune is still there, and we are good to go again. And let's see, we should probably change something up just to make it a little bit easier to get that in. We'll put Talon down there. Yeah. No. What I'll do is I'll just have somebody like Ymir or something like that ready to go for that wave. So I will come back to you when we get back to that. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put Ymir up here to try and get an early kill on the boss. But it's going to be quite a while because this is a very long map. So I won't bore you with watching it. I will bring you guys back in at the end of it. So we are about halfway through, and honestly the rewards look about the same. So it looks like the rewards might be just based on the stone itself, the keystone itself. There may not be RNG between instances of the keystones. I mean, it would kind of make sense considering they're not supposed to be able to be, reused or saved or anything like that. So that portion doesn't really surprise me, but just figured I'd mention it. And I'm going to go ahead and pull Talon up now. And that way we can just handle this top area with these guys. And that way I can use what's his face down below. Although it is looking like it's getting a little dangerous. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Just to add an extra block in here. And then some extra freezes. Because I got a little reckless and unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to restart this one again. So I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to swap Ingrid, or not Ingrid, Ardea and what's her name? Valk. See if that's enough to make the difference. So we'll go ahead and put her there now. And then put the healer down. And then Arrogance will stay down here. Why? I don't know why she wasn't healing Torador there, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we should be good there. So let's go ahead and put Ardea down and Broke here down and see if that is enough to do so. So yeah, I will be back with you guys. Alright, so it does look like these guys are enough to handle this. They did just take out the last wave without any ults. So let's see how this wave does. Got 5 people here. So one, it looks like it's going to get through. Unless we were to ult with him. Let's see. Alright, yeah, it looks like we should be fine. Ardea ults enough that she'll be able to kill off people fast enough, and in the meantime I can ult with Silas and call that a day. So I'll come back to you when we get back to the boss. Alright, so we have just a moment until the boss phase, and I have a plan for the boss. So what we're going to do is we are going to ult with Silas here in just a second. There we go. People are within range. We'll go and ult with Silas. That way he can get as much in there as possible. Now when the boss gets to about here, I'm going to put Talon in. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can burst down the boss that way. Because we're going to put Ymir here facing this way. We're going to put Talon here facing this way, but she should stop the boss. And we got up there covered just fine. Those guys are good. So I'm going to go ahead and place Talon now. And now we will go ahead and place Ymir. So they'll both be able to do damage in the time period, even when the boss moves forward. Go ahead and fly up with him, ult with her, and now boss is just out of range for Nastia, but we can place her down, and as soon as the boss comes within range, she'll ult. And this is the last enemy on this map, so we're just killing him off. It looks like Ymir might end up dying, which sucks a little bit, but it's fine. Yep, there he goes. So it's just Talon for a moment. I'll come back to you when we make some progress. Alright, so we are actually at a point of we can put Ardea down here, and whereas she's not going to do damage to the boss just yet, she will as soon as the boss moves up a little bit. And it looks like we're just about ready to kill him off. There we go. Okay, so now he is going to be moving up. And he can't be blocked at this point. But I believe he can be stunned. Let's see. Let's see if it even matters. So it looks like we're going to get him this time. Yep, there we go. All right, we are golden. And that was a gold drop from him. Not really worth it unless it drops like the last one did. But let's see. We got 2 gold drops, 3 purple and 3 blue. We got, okay. This was a pretty good one then. We're up to 15 of these where we just only have 8 of these. So yeah, that's good. So looking at how that one was, I am interested to see how difficult these two are going to be. I'll do the easier of the 2 first. It looks like Smasher Guards are going to be out at position 2. Let's go ahead and put this in here. These guys, I believe they're from Gear Dungeon, the ones that split apart after a while, are going to be joining the battle after the second wave. I don't know where they're going to be, probably in the top row, but we don't know. Allies' max HP will be reduced by 15%, so I will have 15% less HP. And when this deals damage to a target, it permanently reduces the target's something. I wish it would tell me, but yeah, it doesn't. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Hopefully this one is a one and done. We will find out though. So I will keep you with me through the placements and we will go from there. So I am going to go ahead and start out with down here. But let's see. Nope, that's not who I wanted. This. So we can have our tanks out to here. And that's what we're going to do. Because our tanks are going to have to make sure that we don't take too much splash damage. So we'll go ahead and put our Dea right there. And Arrogance right there. We should be good on that front. And then Talon can go there. Broke here could go right behind her. And then Valk behind her. And we should be good to go. And I'll put, what's his name? Silas up here as well. I'll put Silas now, because might as well. We got this bottom row figured out. We can always add a little bit more down here if need be. It doesn't look like we're going to need it though. Probably not, but who knows. Alright, so the Smasher Guards are up here. So they will do damage 2 tiles in front of them. So this tile and Broke here. And they do a ton of damage. Wow. I did not expect that much damage out of them. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and do this. And this. There we go. Okay. So that's how we're going to approach this one. We're going to burst these guys down as fast as possible. We could even put her out here. Broke here should be able to handle that, no problem. Oh, okay, so this is actually a really good opportunity. So this is a treasure demon. This will drop us a red chest. So we want to make sure we kill that one. This kind of sucks because we got these guys spawning here. So we're going to want to move Talon down here. Okay, so treasure demon's dead, and we have a red chest from that. We're going to move Talon down. Because up here, I think we're good. And we're going to move Talon to about here. That way she can just stop these guys. Because those guys, they can add up quick and it would not be good. In fact, we're going to put her down until Talon is ready. Just because we want to get some of these guys done as fast as possible. And actually, we could probably just keep it like this. Let's try that. Let's see how that goes. I will come back to you if I put Talon here instead. And actually, I'll come back to you at the boss either way. So I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so I'm coming back to you guys now because Broke here has been in a bit of hot water. These guys up here are doing some damage. They are pushing out quite a bit. So I just wanted to come back and mention that we also have the boss spawning up here. So that is quite interesting. It's also a little worrying, to be honest. So Aelin has that range. We are going to, you know, we're gonna pull up we're gonna pull up Arrogance, and we're gonna put her here to die instantly. But that's okay. What that did is it allowed us a little bit of a slow to... Okay, Silas dropped dead. That kind of sucks. But we are going to get the kill on the boss, and then the boss will revive, and we are looking to get the other kill on it. Broke here should be able to hold out for a bit. We do want to get this kill ASAP though, because we now have people spawning. Let's go ahead and ult with Broke here. Let's go ahead and put Talon right here to get some extra damage in on the boss. We got these people spawning back down here. I'm glad I kept Nistia down there. And let's do this. That way Arrogance can help both on the boss and over here. We're gonna ult with these guys, and we should kill the boss off here. There we go. We got the boss killed off. That was getting a bit close. Talon here would die to the first hit anyways, but we're gonna keep her down to die because we could get a little bit of extra damage in on these guys before they move up, and then we put him down and we start doing work on them again. And Arrogance will help with them as well, because as you can see, Broke here takes some damage. We're gonna go and ult with Broke here just to keep him alive, no problem. Ult with Silas. Alright, so I will come back to you at the end here. Hopefully it is with good news. Alright, so it looks like we got one person getting through. They managed to kill Broke here. Nothing I can really do about that. I'm going to let the one through because at this rate it is a matter of getting that red chest, and I don't know if restarting would actually allow me to get that. The thing that sucks most here is Broke here is not going to be back in time, which means we might have another leak here. Yep, we had one more leak, so that sucks. So we're gonna wait to get Broke here out. We had two people get through. Sucks a bit, but I'm keeping that red chest. So if I missed out on a gold chest because of it, so be it. Such is life. I'd rather the red chest. Oh, Arrogance dropped. Would you look at that? Let's put Talon there just for the moment. And these are the last enemies, so we should be good here, honestly. And let's go ahead and ult with these guys. Ult with him. Actually, let's go ahead and pull him up so Ardea could actually start doing damage to that one again. There we go. And we will be ending it right here. That one actually had some difficulty to it. So there is that. Even now the boss is, or the guys are doing quite a bit of damage to Broke here. He's having trouble surviving. I guess I need a bit more damage up here, but yeah, I mean, the destroyers, the smash guards also have a ton of HP. So we completed that. We let two people get through, which sucks. Could have lost us a chest, but we still got a lot of chests here. So let's go ahead and open this up. That is very disappointing. From this chest, we got a 5-star psychic power. Yeah, that one was a disappointing one. Alright, so now the more difficult one. Alright, so This one, Golden Guard becomes immune to any kind of damage from allies. Okay, that changes. Actually, no. Burning should work. Burning and poison should work. So we'll have Nistia down there. And Arrogate's down there. Okay, we should be fine there. This is the Wood Elf boss. And she's going to spawn in wave 4. Okay, so we are going to up her healing a bit. She's been kind of crappy on the healing, to be honest. That's why we lost a few of those fights there. Let's see, Aelin. Yeah, see, that's gonna be quite a bit better there. There we go. And let's see, what does Brokir have on? He's got some pretty tanky gear on. He was taking hits. Okay, he should be doing some pretty decent damage. I'm a bit disappointed in Valkyrie's damage, to be honest. So instead of her, let's put in, I think, Lubu. Yeah, Lubu. Let's put him in. He could steal her gear. If I can find her, there she is. And let's see how that does. Let's see. Nope. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see how this does. All right. And Lubu will be going up top. Ardea will be going down bottom, like we normally do. So we'll probably have the running guys spawn first. So we'll go ahead and do this just to test it out early. Looks like we don't have the running guys spawning first. So there's that. And we will go ahead and put Brokir right there. Lubu will go back here behind him. Oh yeah, it's second wave that the ones dudes are gonna spawn. So we'll go ahead and put Silas down, and I'll come back to you when we get some interesting stuff happening. Actually, I'll keep with you, see how... Okay, so these guys, they hit hard, but we should be able to survive that fairly easily. They do have a lot of HP though, I will say that much. Let's go ahead and put him right there. We should be fine with him there. Oh, so these guys are spawning down here. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead and put him down, and let's see. Does burning work? Burning and poison does work on them. Perfect. Alright, so we'll come back to you when the boss spawns or when something interesting happens. Oh, okay, so something interesting has happened. We have one of the red chests spawning. So that's cool. Let's see if we can actually 100% this one, so to say. So we got these guys going on. We got a lot going on in this fight, honestly. There's a ton of enemies and a ton of places to pay attention to. So this is a bit interesting. It's not the easiest in the world to juggle everything on. And these golden guards, if I didn't have the poison, it'd be one thing, but since I have the poison and I have a way to deal with it, it's not too bad. This I am worried about a little bit, having two of those guys on these guys on Broke here. Let's see if we can take one of these guys down, maybe? That'd be nice. Yeah, I mean, we are in a bit of danger up here. These guys who do the physical damage reduction for these guys that spawn, they do some work. I'm gonna have to look at a way to deal with them a little bit easier, but it looks like we should be good now. We do have the boss spawning, so Silas is gonna die here soon. We really want this guy to die real quick. Ideally we could get one more ult out of Silas. Nope, we're not gonna get one more ult out of Silas. But what we can do is we could put Talon down, and we can try and hold out on his, or on Brokir's ult as long as possible. Talon we can ult with ASAP, because she's doing magic damage. So let's go ahead and ult with Brokir there. He took quite a hit there, and we got a ton spawning down below. Let's go ahead and ult with Lubu, see if we can get a kill out here quick, because we really want this guy dead ASAP. So we're gonna go ahead and ult with them. We got about 10 seconds till Silas can come back onto the field. And Talon died. We're almost to a point where we can put, give Broke here his ult again. We really want that. That's going to help us survive a ton. There we go. Awesome. We really need these guys to die though. That's what we need. So Silas needs to put in some work ASAP. There we go. Silas put in some work. That's good. We got people getting through down here. Hopefully they can get some kills out there. Okay, so we've got a few kills down there. Talon is just about back. We may end up having to use her as a tank. But it looks like the boss is about to die, so that's good. Let's go ahead and ult with Aelin to do that. And I'm going to put her up. No, I'm going to wait to put her down just in case we end up needing her. Okay, so we got that down. I'm going to put her down to help kill these guys off now. And this one is quite difficult, actually. We got a lot to deal with here. It's definitely an interesting fight. Definitely pushes you. That's for sure. Ideally, we get this guy killed here, and we are going to lose Broke here. We're going to let at least 2 people get through. There's nothing we can do about that. Oh, and Tordor died. That is a problem. We might actually lose this one. I may have to force a restart, honestly. Yep, it looks like we're going to have to push a restart. All right, so I guess we will see if the treasure demon spawns again. So let's go ahead and X out of there. All right, and we're starting it back up. I do like this this opening scene here. It's interesting look. So, oh, we got something in storage. Oh, just that stuff. Okay. All right, so this is still here. We need tanky, a lot of healing, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna actually drop Talon off of there. We're gonna put her down, and let's see. Thinking we need some more single target up top, to be honest. But single target may not be the answer. So let's see. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Wukong in. He could do some good damage, and he ults pretty quick, so I think we can make him work up top. We need to up Broke here's HP, which is not going to be a simple task. We can put him in this to increase his block and his damage reduction. And then we had Tordor die down here, so we can go ahead and update his gear a little bit. I think we can up him a little bit in gear wise. So let's go ahead and alright, so we can go ahead and try to update his gear a little bit. That will up his stats. And since we're going to be sticking with Tempered Will, let's go ahead and pull that off of there. That will up his HP a little bit farther. And let's see, anything else to up his HP? Yeah, that will do. More defense and HP. All right, let's see the artifact he's got on. All right, good. And let's see if we can make our healer a tad bit better. We're gonna look for, I mean, yeah, we might as well do invigoration if possible. Attack percentage, attack speed, and flat attack. Okay, so that is less. No point doing that. This is a lot less attack speed. We have a healing effect there. Let's go and get rid of that. And throw this on here. Let's see if we have something that's better suited. Yeah, that will work. Now let's see. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any better than that. We can replace this with attack with, yeah, whirlwind with attack percentage. That works. And I think this, but let's see. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so she's much faster at healing now. She's got Taya's bomb. All right, let's see how this one goes. One, we'll see if the chest demon spawns again. Ideally it does, because, you know, I don't want to miss out on that. But if I do, I do. Such is life. So let's go ahead and put Torador right here. We can put Ardea and Aelin. Let's go ahead and put this on 2 times. We can then put yeah, we'll put Arrogance here. We will put Broke here right there. I think I'm gonna move him up 1 square. She's increased her range now. So what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and make it so that we can burst down the boss a lot, or the guys up here a lot faster. And I think the easiest way to do that is going to be put Wukong right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Wukong right here. He's close to these guys, but that will allow him to get his ult off. And as you can see, his ult does a ton. And we're gonna put Constance right here so she can help with healing. Although I've just thought about this, we're gonna pull Constance up because we want the poisons from Mystia. We will swap that back and forth when it comes time. If we need the extra healing, we can pull somebody else up and do so. Okay, let's go ahead and get that guy gone. Yeah, I think this will work out a little bit better up top, and hopefully those adjustments we made will make the bottom a little bit more stable. It does look like Broke here is getting a better healing job done to him, so that is good. This is our first instance of having multiple people up here, so let's see how this goes. It does look like it's quite a bit more difficult, but I think these guys are managing. And yes, we did get another treasure demon, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and slow this down a little bit. Let's ult with Broke here. And ult with Silas. Get these guys taken care of, because we are getting quite a bit spawning up here. And there's our red chest. Ideally, we can, you know, complete this and get it. That's the hope anyways, right? So hopefully we can get this guy killed off quick. And it does look like we're going to succeed in that. Excellent. Torador is managing to hang on down here. All right, so I will come back to you if we run into some more trouble. Otherwise, I will come back to you when the boss ends up down here somewhere. All right, so Silas has died. So it's just Wukong doing damage up here now, but he seems to be managing. I am going to go ahead and put down Constance now, because she will act as a healer for these guys as well. And now we're pretty much just trying to kill off these guys ASAP, because we just got Wukong down here and Lubu doing damage. Lubu we're gonna ult with immediately. Lubu's outside of Constance's range. I could have placed that a little bit better, but Wukong is within her range, so he will get an early ult off. We're not doing a ton of damage to this guy down here, so we really want to capitalize on that as much as possible. On the plus side, it does look like Aelin is really keeping up on the healing this time. We're going to go ahead and ult with Torador down there, because he's running into some issues. We are running into a case of these guys are not doing enough damage. So let's go ahead and do this. Silas will take that hit. We really need Silas to get his ult and kill some of these guys. Let's go ahead and ult with Aelin. See if we can get Broke here, healed back up. Ult with Wukong. See if we can get one of these guys killed up here. We got no ults that we could do down here, but it looks like they'll manage. We'll go ahead and ult with Broke here to just help with that. And we are in the water for up top here. We really need something to happen. And that something we need to happen is these guys to die. Let's see if we could keep Broke here healed up a bit. Hopefully these guys do fine down here. Okay, we got Broke here's ult. That's going to help a ton. Let's ult with her. See if we can get some of these kills in here. Because that's what's really hurting us. All these guys just stacking. Honestly, magic damage needs to be done up here. We need more magic damage up here, and that would be a big improvement. So, I'm going to end the recording here. We've shown that the treasure demon does show up again. It is just getting late, and I don't want to, be recording too late. We are definitely gonna get a victory on this, whether it's with putting somebody like Comet up here instead, or we just need magic damage up here and more consistent magic damage. I might even throw what's her name, Honora, in, but I'll do some testing on that. The next video I do on this will be the level 3s, if I can do them, and we'll go from there. But thank you guys for watching. If you got some enjoyment out of it, definitely throw a like on there. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I am going to be trying to push out content at least semi-frequently. It's just been extremely busy as of recent. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.